What's up, guys? This is going to be a second follow-up video to my original broken guide rod video about the GSG 1911. Now, for those of you that didn't see the first two videos, I bought a GSG, got 1,000 rounds through it, and the factory guide rod broke. This is the base of it. The rod itself went flying out of the weapon. I never recovered it. Also, bent up the end of the recoil spring. You see that right there. Yeah, pretty big nuisance. Called them up. They had the parts on back order. They eventually got them to me, and when they did, it came with a recoil spring that has an even ending on both sides, unlike the original, and a guide rod that was a little bit beefier, but not enough, because after 3,000 rounds, that broke too. And you see there from the base compared to the original, I tried to add a little bit more material here towards the end of the rod to try and make it last longer. Well, that didn't work out. So after that, I said, am I going to call ATI, wait on them, deal with that, or should I look for an independent solution? I ended up poking around the internet and came across a couple forums where other GSG guys had gotten a hold of these guide rods right here that you see before you. So after a little further investigation, I found cwaccessories.com. Now it's run by a guy named Chet who has his own GSG, and it's kind of what inspired him to come up with third-party parts for it. So this was shipped to me for $19 even with shipping. So not expensive at all. It's a steel rod with an aluminum base. It comes with an oversized washer because you're going to need that. The original won't fit, but then you still use the factory plastic buffer piece. So if you compare it to one of the factory ones, you can see that the base is about the same without the missing material in it, and that the rod itself is about a ½ inch longer, and that is increased in diameter. I don't know if you guys can see that. So with these new parts installed, I've had about 15 rounds through it, and it's functioned perfectly, shot very accurately, and been completely reliable. There's no signs of wear on it at all. Really, I think some of the problems with the factory one is if you look at the spring cap, it has an inner diameter to it, and I'm thinking the short length of the original combined with the weak material was causing it to get torqued on the inside of the spring cap and have it snap. Now with this longer rod, it's in constant contact with the inner diameter of the spring cap as it functions. It doesn't break away. So I really don't predict having any problems with this, not only because of the materials it's made from, but because of the way it's designed. Chet over at CW Accessories also makes aluminum base pads to replace these plastic ones that have a tendency to come off and break. So if you guys have problems with those, he also has a solution. Also, he has a screw-on compensator that just threads directly onto the factory barrel that he's been using in competitions and whatnot. It's also very impressive. It's about $50. If you're a GSG owner and you've been having these problems with your guide rod, like I and several other people I've met via the internet have, I suggest popping over to CW Accessories. I'll leave the website at the bottom of the video, and order one of these for less than 20 bucks. You can't go wrong, and like I said, 1,500 rounds or so, it's still running like a champ. I'm gonna keep testing it, keep firing it, and I'll update you guys if anything else interesting happens. Out.